You want to learn how to take apart the carburetors on your XJ750? Follow me. Yo, what's good, what's good? It's your boy PA, you back into episode 2 of the shop. So today, we are working on the 83 XJ750. And I know in the last video, I kept saying that it is my oldest bike, when in fact, it is the youngest out of the project bikes that I got. So I had to correct that right off the gate. Secondly, I know I definitely say definitely a lot, so I definitely need to work on that. But hopefully y'all be down for the ride and you guys can help me stay on track of myself with the definitely. I think if I start doing it, I'll probably add like a definitely corner or counter or something like that in one of the corners. So, but yeah, getting back into it. So yeah, 83 Yamaha XJ750 carburetors. They are not the nicest. They aren't the dirtiest, but there are two that just from the floats, when I started kind of taking it apart, they were stuck, seized, they won't move at all. So that kind of lets me know, all right, this bike was definitely running on one, if not two cylinders. Well, there's four for it to run on. So hopefully we can get these stripped down and then cleaned. I got an ultrasonic cleaner, and then put back together and maybe put the motor in next and we'll see if it fires up. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get to it. So here are those carburetors. I mean, you can kind of see that it's a little dirty in there. And these are the slides. I actually polished these just to kind of see how they would turn out. But tops of them, let's turn it over to the other side. I've already marked them. But all in all, I mean, they're dirty. They definitely deserve and need a rebuild for sure. So one of the things that I know that I'm gonna need, I had to go pick up parts holder. So definitely if you're doing this, you for sure need parts holders, so that way you can keep track of your screws and all types of bits like that. Another thing you definitely will need, and I've said it twice now, but one thing you for sure will need is this right here. And I know you're probably looking at it like, oh, this is just a regular screwdriver, but it's not just a regular screwdriver. It is a JIS screwdriver bit. And this one has the Phillips side and flathead side. JIS screwdriver bits are made for Japanese old motorcycles, so they're a little bit different. These screws are a wee small bit different than Phillips, but they are different indeed. So you'll definitely need a kit that has different screwdriver bits in them. They are just a little bit thicker, really, is what I've noticed. It's a little bit thicker of a Phillips head. So for sure, got to get JIS screwdriver bits. I'll try to find where I got mine from and put a link down below, but must have, especially working on these type of bikes. Alright, so I just got some parts in. I thought I was just going to be taking these apart today, but maybe I'll be able to put them back together. So like I said, these were the floats that were leaking or stuck. So I'll show you those, and I got two of them. There's a second. Then I got a carb rebuild kit, and this is what comes in it. We've got a bowl O-ring, and we've got springs, different washers, different needle jets, and just kind of everything to rebuild these things. So like I said, got four of those, got two floats because two of them are stuck. So let's start taking this thing apart. So I'm gonna start over here at the bottom of the carb and start taking these bowls off. Like I said before, I've kind of already taken these things off before just to see how they would polish out. So they shouldn't be tight at all. And I'll get to show you those two bowls that were actually, or those two floats, I don't know why I keep saying bowls, those two floats that were actually stuck. Good. So there's one. That one actually moves, but it's barely. So that's one that's stuck for sure. Now we've got this second one out. Ooh, yeah, that one's stuck. So yeah, these two are the ones that are stuck then. And let's get these last two. So, see if we can get closer in there. So you can see, like I said, movement, stiff as a board. I mean, no movement at all. And look at all that crust and grime. Then this one, same thing. And this one's definitely worse off. So, that's where two of these are gonna come into play. Replace that, clean these up, good as new. Next, we're gonna take this rod out that holds the choke. The choke is literally these two right here that hold the diaphragm up, hold the slide up, so that way you can get more fuel coming through on like a cold start or your just first start of the day or whatever. And with these older bikes, you have to pull in the choke just to, like I said, start it a lot easier than just sitting there hitting the start, and you're not really getting anywhere. So let's go ahead, switch to the flathead side. Take this choke out. Rod is now out. We're gonna definitely clean this up too. Maybe see if we can polish it. So now that we've got that rod out for all the chokes, now there's a little bit less stuff in the way here. So take this bracket off, and we're gonna take this bracket off as well. So if you can see, there's a hole there clearly, and there are different marks on here as provisions for where these little screws go. So when we put it back together, we'll put it back together and put these like little screws back in their holes. So that way, like I said, it'll be one big setup, so that way you can get a visual, hey, this is how it goes, and boom, put it back together, no problem. Let's start with taking some of these jets out. So whew, that was a lot easier than I thought. I hope they all are like that. Come on. Spoke too, what? Almost thought I spoke too soon. Luckily, we're gonna replace all of these jets though. So that's the good thing. Let's see if we get lucky one more time. Yes. See, this is why you need JIS screwdrivers. Regular flathead would mar these things up. So I guess let's actually take apart the worst one first. So usually in order to get these bowls out, there's a pin here, which you can kind of see it right there. There's a pin that comes out. You take this out of it as well, and that's a float that's in this tab, and boom, voila, it's out. So let's try it on this side.
There's the second part. And then we can actually flip this over since we've got it most of the way apart. Take out the diaphragm now.
So there is a spring in here, so you definitely got to be very careful when you pull this up and off. You don't damage it. And definitely make sure you do not, I repeat, do not rip these boots, or else you're just gonna have to get a new diaphragm. So just bring it all the way around. Definitely want to inspect it, like I said, to see if there's any rips. If there are, then that means air could be getting in and throwing you off, making you lean, making you go rich. But that looks like it is in good condition. So we'll put that off to the side. There are actually two more screws down in here. Here and here that we're gonna get. So that's that one carburetor, like I said, taken all the way apart. That one right there. So I think I'm gonna strip them all the way down. I'll just time lapse these three. And since you've already seen me do the one, I think I'm stripping them all the way down, and then we're gonna actually do some ultrasonic parts cleaning. So that means we will not be rebuilding them today, but they will be so much cleaner, so much better when they go back together. We might actually paint these top caps. So yeah, let me go ahead and do time lapse and let's knock this out. as you guys can see, it is finally done. And I finally got those two apart. Had to bend the crap out of that one. And had to use drill punch or center punch in conjunction with the hammer. But everything is out. I could go a little step further with disassembling, like taking off the spring and things of that nature, but I think this will be pretty good to get a good thorough clean. Look how crusty that is. I mean, that thing put up a fight. But yeah, here are all the pieces to carbs. Not all of them, but most of them. Yeah, so next I will be putting them in this, which is my ultrasonic parts cleaner, and trying to see how clean we can get it. I've got some stuff like simple green all the way down to super concentrated degreaser, so we'll see what works, we'll see what we can salvage and go from there. But yeah, that's it. So I'll be trying to clean these up as best as possible, and then these top hats right here, I'm probably going to try maybe wrinkled black paint them, something like that. So we'll see. This will probably be like a 2-part episode, just because I didn't think I was going to go this far into tearing apart, but I don't know. It is what it is. So this is what we're here for, to learn. So if you have learned something, definitely like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Leave me on the comment side, leave me a comment letting me know what you would like to see, something that I can maybe help out with, or something that I need help with myself that you've noticed that I could do better. I'm definitely all about trying to do better and be better, so that's all I ask. All right, man, this PA, you now leaving the shop. Peace.